Good morning. The topic of presentation is the mind is garden. The human mind can be compared to the past garden. Just planting flowers, fruits, and medicinal plants in a garden brings fragrance, beauty, and usefulness. Similarly, when truth, love, compassion, faith, devotions, and wisdoms are planted in the mind, life becomes beautiful and peaceful. But if the garden is left uncared for, weeds will grow. These weeds are thorny, spread quickly, and sparse the beautiful flowers. In the same way, in the life that the weeds of ignorance, laziness, ego, jealousy, greed, and attachment grow and make the garden of our soul ugly. In a garden which must be unprotected, regular watering must be done, and proper nourishment must be provided. Similarly, in the spiritual garden, such some good companies, meditations, chanting, self-study, devotion, and righteous actions are necessary. Only then can the weeds be removed and the flowers bloom. Ultimately, removing weeds, removing vices, planting flowers is equal to cultivating virtues, bearing fruits is equal to experiencing righteous actions and bliss. Only the persons who make love, peace, and wisdom bloom in the garden of the mind can truly live in joy and happiness. When the mind is regarded as garden, the weeds and thorns symbolize our impure tendencies and inner vice, ego, jealousy, greed, anger, laziness, and negligence are such distractions that make the mind or orders and unattractive. Just as weeds prevent flowers from blooming and render the soil barren, these vices block and growth of self-knowledge, love, compassion, and peace, filling life with suffering. Therefore, it becomes essential to remove these weeds through spiritual practice so that the garden of the mind may be purified, adorned with the flowers of virtues, and the soul may rejoice in the fragrance of bliss and peace. Introductions. The mind can be compared to garden, where whatever we plant it's what grows. If we plant beautiful flowers and fruits bearing trees and care for them diligently, the garden becomes delightful and useful. In the same way, when virtues, positive thought, and pure feeling are planted in the mind, life becomes peaceful, joyful, and meaningful. But if the garden is left unprotected and only weeds are allowed to grow, they not only destroy its beauty but also suppress the necessary plants. Likewise, when the mind is filled with vice negatively and impure emotion, life becomes ugly, listless, and full of suffering. Therefore, whether life becomes beautiful or miserable depend on our one care on how we nurture and purify the mind. The symbol of weeds and thorns. When the mind is compared to a garden, impure thoughts are like the necessary weeds that cover life beauty, ego, jealousy, and greed and thorny plants that hoard order and ourselves. Laziness and negligence are waste and barren soil, producing nothing and making life due. Negative company acts like paralytic plants, draining vitality from others. Therefore, just like a garden, the mind must be regularly cleared of weeds, nurtured with good plants, and fertilized with virtues so that life remains beautiful, meaningful, and joyful. The symbol of a flower. Truth and knowledge are fragrant flowers that purify the mind and sensify the surrounding. Love and compassion are beautiful flowers whose color, fragrance, and delicious, delicious make the whole joyful devotion and fed around the mind like scar flowers, giving the soul peace and the sense of the divine. Righteous deeds are the fruits that makes life meaningful and beneficial, inspiring and nourishing others. Thus, by planting the flower and fruits of truth, love, compassion, devotion, and righteous action in the garden of our mind, life becomes fragrant, beautiful, scar, and fruitful. fruitful. Life lessons. Life lessons can be understood in this way. Just the flowers bloom beautifully only after removing unnecessary weeds from a garden. In life, too, one must remove vices such as ego, jealousy, greed, and anger. Planting flowers represents cultivating virtues like truth, love, compassion, and forgiveness. Regular watering is like meditations, chantings, and satsang, which keep the mind fresh, pure, and strong. Fertilizer and soil symbolize devotions, faith, and righteous actions, which give deep roots and stability to life. Thus, by weighing life as a garden, constantly removing vice, planting virtues, nurturing truth, spiritual practices, and enriching with devotion and faith, life alone can become beautiful, fragrant, and fruitful. Conclusion. The mind can be compared to a garden. If it is not cared for, weeds or vice naturally begin to grow and make life disorderly. But when regular spiritual practice, meditation, and devotion are undertaken, flowers of love, peace, and joy begin to bloom in that garden. True happiness lies where the garden of the mind is filled with fragrant flowers, bringing peace to the soul and beauty to life. If you found this video helpful, please like it and don't forget to subscribe. We are together on this journey toward a peaceful life. Thank you. Link Night Yoga Nepal.